Hey guys, hey, how you guys are doing? Is you guys doing? I'm feeling poorly, so I'm not as doing. Evelyn might come home in the middle of this. Actually, I'm about to text her and make sure that she goes to the post office and puts in for my meds. Hold on a second. Please to go to the post office because they were closed yesterday. Hold on, guys. Hold the hell on. Hi, baby girl. Can you please remember to go to the post office and put in for my medication? I love you. Can't wait to see you. There we go. And there we go. I tell you who that was. And I wouldn't have remembered to do it. So, yeah. Today I've been feeling really crappy. It's just day by day for me. Lately I feel good one day, I feel like shit the next day, I feel amazing the next day, then the next day I feel like a hammered, damn it. Usually the half-ass end of the month I normally feel like crap, but it is doable, and I got my ass up and cleaned the house, which is, needed to do laundry. I told you I clean about every other day. Laundry, dishes, got shit going. Febrezed everything, made the bed, blah, 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 bullshit that normal people do. Got dinner going. So, yes, I will do a video on how to sous vide, but I mean, you're not really doing anything besides vacuum sealing your meat or whatever you're going to eat and then putting it in water for hours. I mean, there's literally nothing I can really show you, because it takes hours and hours and hours to cook something. Like a steak can take up to 2 hours. If it's a really shitty thing of steak, you could cook it up to like 3 days. A roast, 6 hours. Chicken, 2 hours. It just really depends on how you want it cooked. Excuse me. If you want it well done, rare, medium rare. I mean, that's pretty much all sous vide is. It's cooking meat or vegetables or whatever you want in a very slow manner in water. So the water keeps a continuous temperature, so it never under or overcooks your food. So you can set the time and the temperature for what you want. So that's what when I'm saying sous vide means. Today I took it really hard that Stan Lee died. Took it very, very, very hard. I've touched on it many times that I'm a nerd. I'm a geek, whatever you want to call it. Like I have tattoos, I read books, I love comics. I'm a nerd. I collect movies. And I just got done telling you guys that we had watched all the Marvel movies because they're my favorite. Marvel heroes are my favorite. Villains are from DC. My favorite villains are from DC, and all my heroes come from Marvel. So I have been crying all morning, which I know it can be ridiculous for some people, but there was many times in my life, especially as a kid, I didn't have friends. I didn't have anybody to talk to. There was no phone. And the phones we did have, not everybody had a damn phone number. I told you guys I'll be 40 next month. Not everybody could afford a damn phone, number one. And the cell phone, you can forget it. Beepers, I mean, that's how old I am. If you wanted to use the phone, sometimes you had to go down to a payphone. And then, 25 cents only got you a few minutes, and then you had to continuously put more money in or whatever, or you had to call collect. I guess you guys don't even remember that shit. Well, some of you won't anyway. But a lot of his comics and stuff like that put me in worlds that were incredibly special for me, because my imagination is so vivid. I dream vividly. I daydream vividly. When I'm in a book and I'm reading a book, I'm actually inside that book. When I'm watching a movie, I'm completely invested in that movie. I'm with those characters. Like when somebody dies, I'm so invested. Like I grieve with them. And I'm trying not to do that. Ugh. So I'm working on not being a hot damn mess during this video. But as we all know, I can't promise that, because that's how I do. So I knew eventually, he was getting up there, he was getting sick, and, like, I knew he was going to go soon, but it just made me sad. He created worlds and amazing characters, and, it's not just me who, loved all these characters and loved all these movies and comic books and collectors and stuff like that. There are millions of people grieving today who are sad somebody so iconic has died. It's just, it makes me very sad. Whew. Makes me very sad. I also took Alan Rickman's death incredibly hard. I still cry about it. I am, mentally driven by music because I'm a highly sensitive person. I'm very, very, very sensitive. I'm sensitive with light, sound. Certain sounds make me absolutely crazy, like having people behind me talking, even if they're not talking very loudly. To me, it's too loud. If I can hear your conversation at all, I start to get agitated. It's just that way. And light, even the light in here, like just this much light gives me a headache. So going out into the sunlight, people are like, how come you never go out into the sun? How come you never do it? Why aren't you out playing out in the sun? Because it gives me a headache. And when I go out into the living room, I turn off all the lights. I shut everything off. Like when I take a shower or a bath, like I leave the door cracked and I turn the lights off. I'm very sensitive to sound, touch, smell, hearing, and eyes. Like the light really can fucking bother me and give me a massive headache. All my phones and laptops and stuff like that, which drives Evelyn crazy, they're on the lowest setting for light. Like, I'll show you, hold on. Look. Like, they're on the, this is the light. They're on the lowest setting, so you can just barely see it. But for me, I see that fine. But, because let's just open it up. Like, hold on. See, well, I don't want you to see that. Hold on. So for me, I see this just fine. But like for Evelyn, she can't see it. And I'm like, but if I'm going to be staring at something, I can't have it bright ass in my face. I can't stand it. It gives me a headache. So when she goes to look at my phone, or she goes to go to look at my iPad or my laptop or anything, she has to turn the brightness up. Where for me, massive, massive headache. Horrible headache. And there's a lot of people who need prayers today, guys. There's a lady who lost her baby on Facebook. She was pregnant, and I don't put people's names because that's not, you don't do that unless they ask for it, and I won't do that. She was pregnant 10 weeks, and the baby has died. There's a lady who had her dad having bypass surgery for his heart, 90% blockage. There's another lady who, mom's having surgery this morning. A couple people having their sleeves done. It's just, there's a lot of stuff. People who've died. Like, there's just a lot of, just people needing prayers and thoughts and all this good stuff. I miss my dogs. I say that probably every video. I miss my dogs. They are my emotional support animals. And when Evelyn isn't here with me, and like things like today, I become overwhelmed. The dogs know and will come to me and will, they'll help me, relax because I can just pet them and, stuff like that. But when I don't have anything but just me, that just, it makes it a little harder. And, one lady here on YouTube, her dog is having problems with kidney stones and may need, or bladder stones, I think bladder stones, and may need surgery. Also, she lost a pet last week, so it's been very hard for her, and she's been in my thoughts, and I just wanted you to know, honey, if you do watch this video, you have been in my thoughts, and I'm sorry about your babies. Yuki seems to be fine. Evelyn's been talking to her mom, off and on, so Yuki seems to be great. I cannot wait to get my hands on her. The plane! Go away. The plane tomorrow. I have to go grocery shopping. I know people wanted me to post me making the pumpkin crisp, but it's not bariatric friendly. I'm not making it for bariatric people, so I don't typically put non-bariatric friendly stuff on here, because then the food police come out of everywhere and start, well, that's why you're fat, and blah, that's why you can't lose all your weight, and blah, that's why you had to have blah, which I'm not in the damn mood. I'm not making it for me. I don't even like pumpkin. But I'm making it for her shop. Like, I like to make food for her shops and stuff, and I've always done that. So I'm also going to buy a turkey breast, and I'm going to sous vide the turkey breast, and then just kind of make all the fixings. So for me, I'll make a green bean casserole because, yeah. And then I'm going to make stuffing, and I'm going to make good old mashed taters, and some kind of other something for Evelyn, probably a pie or something, because she really likes pie. Whatever, but, yeah, I'm going to make 2 big-ass pumpkin crisps for her shop, and maybe some cookies or something like that, because, these people can't go home for Thanksgiving, and it would be nice if they had some home cooking for them, not just throw this shit here, throw that shit there type of deal. I'm not much for that. So I like to help where I can, and that hurts. So I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, no matter where the hell you happen to be in the world. And I'll definitely talk to you again tomorrow. Mwah.